Hey, Spuddies PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as France. So let's take a moment to get a little bit of an overview of the current status of the fighting. We are fighting here against... we need more troops in this fight. Thankfully, I have a few heading into nearby fights, but I'd like you guys to join in this fight if you could. And let's see... Can you get in there as well? It can be a little bit difficult. Right, you guys are heading there. Yeah, I just need reinforcements on these lines here. We're slowly getting pushed back, and that's not ideal. We need to keep these provinces under our control, particularly Paris. We can't lose Paris at all because it contains a lot of our military factories. So let's go ahead and unpause the game. I'm feeling pretty safe about the Italian front, but this front over here needs a lot of micromanagement, and I pretty much want to deploy these as fast as I can to join the front line and help the hold. We're also getting hammered over here. We need reinforcements. Oh, they stopped attacking and readjusted. The Italians stopped attacking. I could probably do a little bit of counterattacking here. And let's go ahead and do a cautious counterattack. Let's see if we can maybe push them back a little bit. This fight needs your help more now, I think. Yeah, you need some time to heal up, so it'll be okay to move you off. You're going to rejoin this fight. Yeah, I really want to deploy these, but they need to be... I don't know what my minimum training level is. I can't wait till September. They're going to have to be deployed green to get onto the fight. It'll mean we'll take a lot more losses and stuff like that on those guys, but it'll mean we'll have more bodies on the front line, which is kind of just our problem right now. It's just not having enough stuff on the line. We have pushed these guys back a province, which is really, really good, because that means the Italians, we have weakened them significantly. And if we could get control of this area here, this is actually a pretty well industrialized area, and we only need to take control of about half of it to get full control of it, and it'll also mean that we can fall back more. So we'll see if we can push into some of these provinces here. I think that would be quite good if we could pull that off. Looks like they weakened themselves so much by attacking me a lot, and we're able to push them back a bit. We're also holding pretty well against the Germans. There's also naval combat happening over here. It's probably just a naval raiding, right? Yeah, just a little bit of raiding against a heavy cruiser over here. Unfortunately, well, we're doing fine. I'd like to push the Germans back, but that's unlikely to happen. Okay, we're losing this fight here. Hopefully we can get people to rejoin it. Let's grab... Let's see, is there anybody who has like a decent amount of strength here? Well, no, the problem is we're just having a hard time getting reinforcements to the front line is really the big problem here. I think our training level needs to be about 20% before we can deploy those. We do almost have infantry offensive, and that's going to mean our infantry recovers their... Ooh, hello. You need to get in here. And you need to cross over here as well. We're getting hit pretty hard by these infantry. Okay. We're holding pretty well. We're shoving these guys back. Now, something I could do to get the British more likely to participate is I could give them control of Piedmont, which is, if I ever get control of it, and that'll make them want to garrison it with their own troops. But we're holding. Pretty well. That front line. A little bit of reorganization. Every day, every hour these guys are not in combat means that they can get resupplied. Current manpower. Oof. Yeah, we're just having a hard time getting troops back into the line. Can you rejoin here? Now you can see here the Germans are running low on manpower too. You can see all their divisions are getting pretty weakened, which is really, really good for us. And they're burning up even more and more manpower hitting us. All right, so we need to retreat this guy to here. And we'll retreat you to here as well. There we go. That'll get us another unit in the fight. We'd like to retake Turin if we could. Alright, we took Turin. We still don't have control of this province, but we are on the offensive, which is really, really good. This province right here is pretty scary. Which guy did I send there? Can't remember. You, yeah. You retreat into there. Good job. We're holding them. We might be able to push them back if we can hold these. Let's see. Netherlands wants to send me 2 divisions. Oh, yes. Please. All right, what are these? These are actually some pretty nice divisions. They're going to be good for fighting their tanks. They have very little in the way of piercing, but that's okay. We are going to assign these to this army, and hopefully they'll get redeployed. Now we're starting to slow down here, but that's okay. Our goal is to just try to take Piedmont. If we can get control of Piedmont, then we're in good shape. And the British are actually maybe coming to help me. Alright, so how many have we killed now? We have killed 2 million Germans and what looks like about 700,000 Italians. This is the power of holding the line with a lot of entrenchment. We are doing our best here. Can I deploy you guys yet? No, they're only at 22%. I don't know what our minimum training level is, but we have to be getting close to it. We are making slow and steady progress. Okay, great. We're going to be changing the close air support production. Now, this will reduce our efficiency of production by quite a bit, but this guy is a lot better. And in fact, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be editing you. And we're going to be giving you... so engines would give us a little bit of agility, but what we're really looking after is getting a bit more ground attack. The range I'm not too worried about. I think I'd like to get just an extra little bit. So this is going to net us a little bit of ground attack, a little bit of air attack, a little bit of agility, and a little bit of max speed. So this is just overall going to make them better. And we'll want to start producing those immediately. So that will slowly replace the current setup that we have. Now we have another tech slot available. I would like to start researching these ahead of time so I could get the Mass 40, having better infantry equipment. Even though I'm researching it very ahead of time, it's going to be useful. We might have to stop attacking here if we don't make any more progress, because we're going to be burning up our units. Still can't deploy any of these guys. I still have a bit of infantry equipment in reserve, so I'm going to deploy a couple more of them. Bring them up to 12. Alright, how are we doing over here? Alright, we're holding the line. Germany must be either out of troops or... yeah, they're low, man. They're running out of troops. They're burning up their entire manpower, hitting me. Now, unfortunately, I can't really sacrifice any of this, but what I might be able to do is split this into two, send these guys here and station them here. And maybe I can use them to get a little bit of air superiority. It might not win me the day, but that should hopefully... Yeah, we're getting the air support, and that's giving us 2.6%. The enemy does have air superiority, but we are bombing. Now we're being very careful in our attacks here. We're holding this line pretty well. Can we deploy... No, we can't deploy these yet. Construction repair is doing its job. Let's turn this off now to save up some political power. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. We don't quite have control of that yet. Let's get rid of these naval battle results. I think we're doing okay on the Navy front. Italy has no Navy left. Germany has no Navy left. We're down to 121 ships. Okay. Oh, shoot. What we need to do... Can you do a... attack? We need to get into this province before they do. Okay, we retook it. Need to get in there and help. The mountains will help. Can we deploy any of these? No, not yet. War propaganda. We don't need to do war propaganda. We already have maximum. War bonds might not be bad. Improved worker conditions are about to go away. War bonds would net me a lot more factories. Okay, I'm going to tell these guys to stop attacking. And just defend and regain. You gained a little bit of ground, which is great. We pushed into Turin, which means that we have pushed up against Italy. Let's have a look. How is our supplies doing? A lot of these guys are pretty poorly supplied, like this guy. It's almost entirely missing. What are you missing? You're mostly missing manpower, actually, which is strange. I guess you are on the low resupply list. I definitely want to start producing tanks now because I'm starting to run out of them. We're making 300 infantry guns a day, which puts us in a pretty good spot. So for now, let's put a few in there. We'll get a bit more steel off the UK. We're constructing more factories. That's good. And we're holding the line in here. Did we? No, this is the original Maginot line here. There's a lot of civilian factories in this area that we need to keep control of. How's the Italian manpower? 500k. The Germans they're in bad shape manpower-wise. We might be able to push back here soon. You can see all their divisions are running out of strength. I'm not going to push with these guys. However, I could certainly do a little bit of a push with these guys. Just go out to here, you know? Maybe they'll build up a little bit of a planning bonus. Speaking of infantry, our infantry are getting heavily trained here. In particular, the guys on the Maginot Line. If you check these guys out, look how trained they are. These guys are veterans. Level 5. Maxed out experience. They are Syrian infantry, though. Look at these guys, regulars. We're going to have some elite infantry from all this fighting. They have so many divisions on here, though. Is it worth it to attack? I don't know if it's worth it to attack. We attacked a little bit down in here in Italy, but they're out of manpower. So, I mean, it might be worth it to attack. We could do a lot of damage. Let's give it a try. We'll attack through Belgium. And just see what sort of progress we can make. You should all be attacking very carefully. Let's make sure we select this guy and set them to cautious. I don't want any reckless attacks. And let's see if we can use these tanks to press for Lille. Need to retake Dunkirk and Piedmont, etc. Holding pretty well over here. I think it's safe now to go to speed 4, maybe. Well, we're gonna be spending a lot more manpower attacking here, but oh, hello, we took a province. Belgium. We took a province here as well. It's happening. We're pushing back. Nice. We managed to completely drain the Germans. And they're still assaulting me along the Maginot Line because they're just desperate to try and get me to die. And now we're slowly pushing them back. Their divisions are so weak. They've run out of steam. Let's grab this air wing and set it to the Benelux. Because maybe that little bit of air support will come in handy. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this province. It's okay, though. We're liberating more Belgian territory. We could probably use all of these guys to attack here. Just throw as many bodies into the fight as we can. And you guys need to reinforce. Do that damage. They're still really they just ground themselves down to the nub over here that it's cost them. And now we're taking advantage of that. What might be a good idea here is we're going to give refuge to Italian scientists. We've almost retaken this. It is now ours again. That is going to net us a lot of steel, so we don't need to purchase as much. That's always really nice. And I think probably the next thing I'm going to do is when I have a free tech slot, I'm going to start researching those resource gain efficiency techs so that I can maybe just improve how much stuff I'm making. Sorry about that. I got a phone call from my friend and I didn't want to leave him hanging. So we are very gently pushing back in Brussels and Belgium, and we're still holding the line down here in Italy, so we're going to continue to push. Can I deploy any of these guys? Oh, right. I haven't set a location for them. That makes a lot more sense. Let's immediately deploy all 12 of these and assign them to this order. These troops are not going to be very good, but they will do the trick. And we're going to train a few more of them. I think about 6 more is how many I can handle. I could probably handle a good 12 more. And we'll make sure they're deploying in Paris. Yeah, we have the guns for that. Basically, we just want to get more infantry in the field. Infantry are really good at holding a line, and getting these guys deployed is just always a good idea. In terms of reinforcements, we're in pretty good shape. We are missing out a lot of manpower. Now, I have a question. Have you guys upgraded your laws yet? Because they seem to be a little bit reticent to do that. They're taking their time to go up to the next level of conscription, which is hurting me in these sort of colonial troops that I have. Although that said, well, they're pretty well supplied, so maybe we're okay. All right, we're pushing gently. Soviet Union declared war on Finland. Okay. Maybe I could have guaranteed their independence or something. That would have been interesting. Alright, we're pushing back. We now fully have control of Pas-de-Calais. And we're going to have to repair this up because we're going to have a hard time moving and supplying in here. And we're also not getting much of the steel at the moment because of the infrastructure damage. So we're going to try and build that up a little. We have some Dutch East Indies divisions helping out over here, which is always nice. The Germans are now on the next level of laws, so they will be getting manpower in the field. Sweden joined the Allies. Britain might actually help them. That would be quite nice of Britain if they could do that. Pushing back. I'm hoping to push back and liberate Belgium. Luxembourg is another thing. Probably won't get to liberate Luxembourg anytime soon, but if I could liberate Belgium, I'd be pretty happy. Plus, there's a small potential for an encirclement here, to get a little encirclement. Right, we're retaking Ghent. Now, the downside is we're no longer fighting on our core territory, so we're not getting bonuses that we would otherwise normally get. We're still mobilizing a lot of troops. These units are basically completely broken, but there's these massive forts here, so I can't really attack along this line at all. Let's have a look. Let's send these guys here. You're attacking there. What are you? You're fighters. Let's get you over there. Let's do just a probing attack. Let's see how we do. We could do a forced attack, actually, and see how that nets us. Probably hurt our war support, but it might get us some progress. Let's talk to our tanks, and let's actually upgrade this bad boy. With as much armor, a little bit of reliability, a little bit of main gun. So we just want the armor to be slightly higher so that we have a better chance of not being pierced. In terms of soft attack, we have some max speed we're losing out on. That's not a big deal. That would be 450 land experience, to bring these guys up to a solid 10, or bring them down to a solid 10 miles per hour, have a decent amount more piercing, a little bit more hard attack and soft attack. Most importantly, get that armor up a little bit, and we'll start producing those slightly better ones. There's a bit of resistance over here, which hurts, but let the Italians wear themselves down again. Okay. We are slowly making progress. Trotsky survived the assassination attempt, actually. That's interesting. Oh, we took back Luxembourg. You guys should be staying there. Well, one of you can go back to Metz. So there is infantry offensive. We're going to be getting a large front offensive now. It'll take me 210 days. But now we hold Luxembourg. So Luxembourg is now able to provide some support in the form of things. Let's see if I can get Lend-Lease off them. How do you feel about sending me infantry equipment? They should honestly be sending me all of their production. But we liberated Luxembourg. We've liberated little bits of Belgium. We're pushing back against the Germans. We're burning up a lot of manpower and stuff doing this. But I think it's been worth it to push them back. We're up to 3 million kills on the Germans, up to 1 million on the Italians, and we've burnt nearly all of their manpower. I might actually do a little offensive here while we have the planning bonus, just to see how far we get. The forts are pretty damaged here, but we'll see how far we get. Yeah, you're attacking like pretty badly there. But yeah, once these guys have burnt themselves out attacking, we might pull them back a little. Oh, Norway and the United Kingdom are starting to help. All right, we're actually starting to get support now. If I zoom out here, there's some Dutch East Indies troops. Some British troops are arriving to defend Belgium. Nice. We've got some free military factories. Okay. Let's bring that up to 6. 6 seems like a good number. I'd like to start producing a little bit of motorized too. 6 factories seems like a good number too there. Let's make sure we're not completely out of oil. All right, let's spend a bit of time getting a few more civvy factories here in Bourgogne. And we will... What did I get in Limousin? More military factories? Okay, let's do that there. We'll get another military factory in Limousin, and we will head up to Pas-de-Calais and build up some military factories as well. Alright, looking good. We've got some stuff coming out. Happy days. We're pushing. The Germans are being pushed back. They have no manpower to speak of, so this is the perfect time to push. We've liberated Belgium, essentially. It's going to get these guys to stop attacking. We're still holding this line. We're trying to swing up now to get across to this river. If we can push them back to the river, that would be good. Let's jump in here and delete all these attack orders. And pause all these for a minute. Well, actually, you can keep going because you have a pretty good attack order. But up here, I'd like to push to here. Get me up to Frankfurt. So let's get all these guys attacking now. Let's see, it's a bit of a chaotic mess, but somehow we're making it work. Let's deploy these colonial troops. We will create a new army. We're going to assign these to the front line along the forts. And what this might do is it might let me pull some of these troops out to join in the front line up here. Let's move you over here. Let's grab, I think I'm going to grab like 4 of these. I'll put 2 in here. I could probably grab a few of them because they're pretty well trained. They should be able to hold. Get some new troops reassigned down here. Okay, we're pushing the Germans back. They basically broke their own back by just attacking me too much. Now, supplies. Okay, so why are we lacking supplies here? It's because we've got just too many troops in this one tile. We'll have to deal with that. Nice, we're pushing them back. There's the improved computing machine. They're going to send me support equipment. That's great. Let's get decryption. We want to be able to tell what's going on, and we want to have that decryption 5% attack bonus that you get from it. Might not seem significant, but it certainly helped us out here. We're pushing the Germans back. What? How do you think that would give me an unfair share of the war? I have 75% war contribution. France has carried this war. Okay? And for you to think that I don't deserve to hold the occupation of some of these provinces is goddamn absurd. We liberated you. Let's see if we can use these tanks to carve out, open a wedge here in the German line. Now, they're very small little divisions, but they do the job. Hoping to carve a line along the Netherlands. These little colonial divisions should be just enough to make that scary to attack. Let's take another 3 guys and assign them to a new army. Assign them over here. How are we doing on the Italy front? We pushed them back another province. Cool, we took this. Let's go ahead and stop pushing now. You guys are fine. We'll take these 3 guys. I want you guys to push to Frankfurt. We need new commanders. Reckless. About to retake Amsterdam. We just encircled some troops, which is incredible. Encirclements are so good. Give me control of those states. What? Are you insane, Belgium? You jerk. Those are rightfully my factories. I fought for so long. In fact, this war actually kind of mirrored the First World War. We got pushed back towards like Amiens and Cambrai and the River Ain, and then we pushed them back. I mean, it kind of mirrors it a little bit. So the Germans basically burnt themselves out attacking us, and France just managed to bide her time until we had the strength to push back. Let's attack on to Prague. Do the same thing again. Make sure we get that nice little loop. Yes, I know your thing is too thin, but it's fine. There we go. Let's press forward. Netherlands, you better be willing to give me... These are rightfully my states. I fought for these. Give them to me. Give me that. I don't know why they're refusing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it says they'll do it, and then they won't. Westphalen is now mine. And I shall be getting the factories. Improved artillery. Let's improve our anti-air. Can you... There we go. Now this is a province worth having. Manage occupied territories. Hell no. The Germans get treated harshly. Let's get rid of these. We'll add another cavalry. And we're going to train a few of these. You give me control of another state? Give me control of Musland. I'm refusing. Alright, nice. More factories. Control click to add 5. Add 1 to all of these. Got another state you could give me? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're churning out on German military factories. Our economy is booming because we're capturing all these lovely German military factories that we will make good use of to fight the war. More steel needed. Let's get some rubber, tungsten. We'll get all of that. We want to be positive. We'll build a lot of submarines. Oh, I guess we'll need more. Yeah, I think it's about time we got those resource efficiency techs. We will soon be stealing some of the German steel, however. What do you mean I have an unfair occupation level? I won this war, damn it! This is my war! I won it! I fought this goddamn war. Look at this. 73 war participation. What did the UK do? UK fucked around in Africa for the last, like, year. They still haven't taken Italy out of Ethiopia. You haven't even kicked them off of whatever this is, Sardinia. And you let Corsica die. Oh. Poor little Corsica. Oh well. There was only like one factory there anyway, so it's fine. Let us push to Berlin. Let's delete all these attack orders. Stop these guys in their tracks. We'll push. Get moving, boys. Now you might say, Potato, but how did you win this? You're building these crappy colonial divisions. And really, it's just about patience and digging in and letting the enemy punch themselves out on you. Because the AI isn't quite so good at actually overcoming you if you're well prepared. Germany has to be close to capitulation now. They've lost 3.2 million casualties. They just do not have the strength to hold anymore. We have whittled them down to the nub. We're still not ready to attack along here, though. Isn't that a thing of beauty? France pushing back the NSDP. How beautiful is that? Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. More factories. Allow us to take refuge to the German scientists. It'll give us that nice boost. So do I want to produce anything else? I'm pretty happy with what I'm producing. We're mostly pretty well supplied. I think I'm going to add a couple of extra factories to support equipment because I think we've been lacking on that front. Bring them up to a slightly higher level of investment. Bring them up to 20. Oh wow, we're just picking up factories left and right here. We'll just keep producing more of these things. Might be a good idea to move some of my cast planes. Can I move you guys forward somewhere? Can you head up there? And then assist here. You guys really need help over there. Germany shall fall soon. I wonder what focuses they're doing. Tactical air effort, eh? Alright, resources. Okay. It's a lot. The fall of Berlin. Berlin has fallen, ladies and gentlemen. 3 million Germans lay dead. Actually, probably more at this point. 3.3 million Germans lay dead at the hands of the glorious French army. And for what? For nothing. That is what? We have almost beaten them. I think it's safe now to push on the red. Alright, I need to actually give you an attack order. And we'll do the same thing with these guys. Something like that. I guess in theory I should have someone commanding this. New commander. We'll promote you. And then we'll assign you. Probably have some new orders that I can, or new abilities I can assign to these guys. You have everything you can get. I don't want any of those. Guerrilla fighter wouldn't be bad. Infantry expert. Well, at this point, it's probably not a bad idea to grab that. Oh, I didn't have anybody leading this. It's okay. How close is Germany to capitulation? No, they're getting there. That's right. Look at that war participation. It's actually going, like, my war participation is going down because finally other people decided to help me. France basically stood alone for a very long time there. Against the Axis menace. And we're going to be looking to take on the Soviet Union as well now. See if we can't put them back in their place too. I figure why not, right? Beat the Germans. Just a little bit of battling to go. Am I ready to push here? No. Oh my god, you know how good it looks to have actually be supplied? Oh my god. Deploy these, get them in there. Doesn't matter if it's slightly over width. There's a bit of resistance to occupation, but that's what your job is to fight that. Hold these German territories and fight the occupation resistance. You. Give me control of Moselland. I don't know why. It says they will accept, but they won't. It's a bit weird. I think they just like having all these factories, that jerks. The Dutch East Indies are trying to invade in Prussia. Germany should capitulate soon. Just got like Munich to take. Oh hey, they landed. And they took a port here, that's great. Alright, that's incredible. We have made wonderful progress. Let us kill these orders. And we shall make new ones. They shall look like this. Just kind of silly, lazy orders. Now go, all of you. And this time, be aggressive. Now that we have won the war, let's get it over with. More factories. Excellent. We shall produce an endless stream. I think I've used up all my factories. Let's do some war bonds to bring down our obligations here. We have a few more civvies working away for us. We're smashing hard. We might be able to liberate some Poland territory as well. That would be nice if we could get Poland back in the game. Hello. You guys are pushing. The Italians look on helplessly in Piedmont, where they can't do anything to help our poor German friends. We're making great progress. Denmark has been liberated. Look at that. Look at that. They're rebuilding. Getting themselves together. The first piece of Polish territory. These guys must be like, they've been waiting, what, like a whole year? And then the French troops just appear out of nowhere. Fucking coming off the horizon. Oh wow, they never dismantled these forts. That's annoying. Look at this. We're liberating Poland. We're hopefully liberating some more of this stuff. Even Syria and Lebanon participated in this war, you know? I had to liberate them. Oh man, look at this. Yes. We're taking back Prague soon. We're almost at the Italian border. Oh, hello. Why don't you have orders? Well done. I'm going to deploy more of these cavalry to this garrison order. Keep the occupation down a bit. Germany has capitulated. Poland is free again! Oh my god, that's a lot of factories. The hell do I do with all this? I tell you what, we'll just go up to 100. It's the best I can do. That's all the resources I can get my hands on. Now, a lot of these resources are going to be improved over time. In fact, let's do construction repair. And get a lot of these infrastructures finished up and fixed. We'll get more of this cavalry training so we can deploy it. To keep the occupation penalty down. So if you don't know, when you are at war with somebody and they are in resistance, that basically means they do not accept that the war is... They have surrendered, but they don't accept that the war is over. Their people will resist your occupation. And so you will have to send troops to kind of keep them from being too troublesome. So let's make sure we just tidy up these last little bits of resistance. Start attacking over here to buy us some time and distract the Italians. It does cost me a lot of political power to occupy Germany like this and take all their factories, but it is necessary. We're going to delete all of our orders, and we're going to use an army group level order. We'll let people just kind of continue to do whatever they do. Can you deal with this? Soviet Union declared war on Finland. Alright, so we're going to set up a... Get rid of that. We're going to take these guys out of this army and assign them here. We're going to take 4 of these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, assign them here. We'll take this 24 stack, move it over into this army. And then we're going to say, hey, from an army group level, I want you all assigned to this area. And then I want you guys to just straight up attack Italy. And immediately begin that. So this is just a way, it's just an easier, simplified way to give large-scale orders to your army. For sure we need these things. I'm going to go ahead and get more dispersed industry. We have some of these. Oh, I don't really have any more factories to purchase resources with. Yeah, you know what? Let's get these excavation techs. Do I want to do construction repair or faction research? I think I'm going to do construction repair. Yeah, you guys are hammering away. Do that. Need to cut these guys off. We're already pushing back here. Nice. Italy is crumbling. Got some Expeditionary Forces. I don't know what the hell you want me to do with these. You can have them back. I don't want your random troop in Africa. Alright, let's have a look. Let's begin producing heavy cruisers. All these shipyards that we have. We have broken the back of the poor and weak axis already. And we did it with nothing really too special. Just a little bit of micromanagement, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of elbow grease, you know. Oh, we have to deal with Hungary as well. Where are you guys? Go fight Hungary. Let's grab you. Assign you to this order. We're going to take you away from that. And we're going to say, go attack Hungary. Alright, Italy should capitulate in the not too distant future. It looks like we're also pulling off some invasions on them. Let's grab these green dudes. Push down into the boot. Poland, have you managed to deploy a single troop yet? Ah, look, they've got a troop in the field. Poland is now fighting in the war. France has... Well, France has done a lot for the people of Europe. We did our best to liberate them from the oppressive hand of the Axis. Let's make some battleships. Even if I don't have the resources to actually, like, buy this steel. Oh, hello. One more. I don't need this rubber. May as well get a little bit more tungsten. I guess I just wasn't able to buy more off of Britain. And we have upgraded. Let's go ahead and upgrade our guns too. These will all be done in pretty soon. We're going to have the anti-tank rifles, although it turned out we didn't actually ever need them. But we're going to have them anyway. Europe will be different when I am finished in the peace conference. So who do we have to kill here to get them all to capitulate? We just have to kill Italy, actually. If we kill Italy, the entirety of this faction will come down. Why don't you get to Rome? For some reason we're not getting our steel from them. Are we not? Ah, we've run out of tactical bombers, but that's fine. We don't really care about tactical bombers. We're mostly interested in close air support. And speaking of close air support, can you move there? Your tactical bomber. I think I'm just going to disband you now because I don't need you. How many close air supports do I have out of curiosity? I have 300 in the bank. Can you get down here and help with the Western Balkans? And then could you get down to here and help with the Northern Balkans? I'll get you down here too. You help with Italy, please. In fact, let's get you a little bit further along. King Carol abdicates. Okay. Abdicates. We have created a new world, and we did it without the Soviets. I wish we could invite them to our faction. But we can justify a war goal against the Soviets to liberate nations. So that's something we'll be looking to do to get the last laugh. So we're going to have a look at this close air support and see if we can improve it further. That is the wrong one. This one. We have another 485 thing. We definitely want to go to maximum engines and reliability. And if we go up to here, now we have some pretty damn good stats. So it's the Series B. Let's bring this down slightly. I don't quite need this much oil. And I could use a little bit more rubber. Let's have a look at the resistance map mode. Yeah, we're going to need to deploy more cavalry, and they should spread out now and run all over the map to try to get rid of all this red stuff. The red stuff is resistance, which means they are fighting back, essentially. And if they're fighting back, it means we get more constructions sabotaged. If we go down and scroll here, you can see they're blowing up all these factories because they're resisting. But we're doing our best to repair. Okay, excellent. Italy should fall soon. Where are they? They're pretty close. Can you get to Naples? I was actually in Naples. It's a lovely place. I think I was somewhere around here on the coast. I flew into Naples, I think, and then we were either up here or down here on one of these like areas. I can't remember. Wherever fuck, I can't remember the name of the place. Listen, I was in Italy, okay, and it was a great experience, and I would go again. You take those guys on. So how's the resistance looking now? It's now being decreased by all of these military police cavalry that we put out in the field. That's good. I don't want to click on an airfield, god damn it. I wanted to see the occupation. You see if you can get down to Palermo. Italy, where are you at? Alright, this is going to end this war. They puppeted Finland. FDR, Finnish Democratic Republic. Well, we're going to be looking to purge the world of the Red Menace and see if we can't liberate our people from the dark hand of fascism, and see if we can't instill the beautiful, beautiful lands and desires of democracy around the world. There we go. All right. So we have the highest score. Now, let's have a look at Hungary. Germany. Wait, I don't want to liberate all of their stuff. I do want to change their government, but I want to make Austria free. This is being weird. Italy. Liberate to Austria? Austria doesn't deserve all this, though. I don't know why that's being kind of weird. Hold up. Liberate to Albania. Why is it saying that all of Italy is being liberated then? We're going to liberate Libya. We're going to liberate Czechoslovakia. change government. Change government. How did you puppet them? Oh, right. I need to... Oh, I see. I messed up I messed up the peace deal. Now I understand what I have to do. Okay. So Italy should be close to capitulation again. Let's just go up to maximum speed. We'll grab these guys, go to Naples, and then Palermo. And you're going to go immediately to Palermo. Okay, I understand what I was doing wrong now. I want to get the puppet on all of these guys. We want to liberate all the nations and we want to change their government. Italy should be capitulating. Any second now. Okay, so here's what I think I was doing wrong. What I want to do is I want to liberate the Czechoslovakia, and then do they appear in the list somewhere? They should appear in the list, right? Well, here's what I want to do. I want to change the government of all of these guys. I can't quite do it to them all. We're going to liberate to Austria. Liberate the Kingdom of Libya. Let's change the government of Hungary. Looks like Britain is taking full advantage of taking all of the... They took the Ethiopian provinces too. There's the German Republic. Let's manage our occupied territories. Let's return their territory. So now, we need to liberate Poland. So we won the war. That's it. Everyone is democratic. That does unfortunately mean we lost all of our factories, but we'll just cut these in half. Let's cut them down by another little bit. That should be 7. Should be 14. All right, we'll cut them down once more. and then we'll bring them back up. All right, we won the war. I might look to go to war with the Soviet Union and liberate more nations. I'm a bit confused about that peace deal because I didn't have like an option to release. Yeah, look, this is all weird. I didn't have an option to like release things. Like this didn't go to. This went to Austria, but it didn't go to. It was just weird. I don't know why it looks this way. I wish it made more sense, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, we liberated Albania. Did those guys join the Allies? Ireland joined the Allies, hey. So here's what I'm tempted to do. I am tempted to try to attack the Soviet Union and also Japan. What do you guys think? Do you think that we should attack and try to liberate all the rest of the Polish, for example? I think they deserve to be liberated. And we also need to help the Chinese. Japan, are you planning on attacking America? Non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. I'm wondering, where is your attack the USA thing? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to call that the end of this episode, and potentially the end of the series, unless you guys want to see me go to war with the Soviet Union and try to liberate more of Europe. But we beat the Germans, and hopefully this was a good tutorial series that showed you how to play the game. At least the basics. I feel like we did a pretty good job. I'm pretty confused about the whole peace deal thing. I wasn't able to properly liberate things in nice borders. Maybe that's just because I don't understand the peace treaty thing, because usually what I do is I just take territory for myself, which is probably what I should have done. I probably should have just taken all of this for myself and then released nations as I saw fit. That might have been a better move. But here is the German Republic. They have a lot of manpower. They have a lot of military factories. And they are going to be very, very useful if we ever do go to war with the Soviets. Of course, the French, we're still in really good positions. We have 194 divisions. We can actually disband all of these cavalry divisions. We don't need them anymore. And we have a big surplus of a lot of different equipment that we are going to be using to build up and improve our army once we have the whatever this is, the human wave offensive. But yeah, I think that's been a pretty interesting series. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. If you'd like to see me to continue the series, I would like to hear that. I don't know if I will. I think I kind of consider this finished. We did everything we need to do. We defeated the Germans. We defeated the Italians. And I'm kind of of the view of the mind, it's not really our job to take care of the Soviet Union and Japan. Although maybe we should really look into going to war with the Soviet Union and Japan to liberate the Eastern Poland, for example, which has been, I don't know, is there a way to see core territory or something like that? I'm not sure how to see that. But basically, a lot of this area belongs to Poland, and it's currently. We also need to liberate Lithuania, and Finland is under the yoke of the Soviets. There's also, we could liberate Ukraine, we could liberate Belarus, we could liberate Georgia and Azerbaijan and Armenia. Right? Yeah, they're all down here. Interesting stuff we could do. I think there's some other nations in here somewhere. I can't remember exactly, but Tanuva, Mongolia, these were all sort of in the common turn. But yeah, we beat them without them ever having to go to war with the doodads. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.